Right here, we know that this weekend isn't over yet, and there is still quite a lot of fun to see, and there's even a Button's mom to see. So yeah, we just want to give you a heads up after this weekend what you can actually visit, and there is quite a lot of it actually, not just for this year, but for next year too. So let's get started actually on the show.
Well, I would like to start with one question.
Okay.
Is there anyone who doesn't know what the DepCon means?
Oh.
All right, post-convention depression. Now you know?
Post-convention depression. Okay.
All right. Everyone has its own name for it, so...
Yep.
And I think we already know what does it mean and how does it feel when you leave all those amazing people you were with for some time at the convention, and not just the convention, all meetings in general. And we actually visited a lot of conventions this year and the last year, and we were trying to find very hard some cure for this. We found just one.
Yeah, make your own.
Well, that was not actually what I meant.
But it is the cure. It will make you busy for an entire year.
But yeah, it's also a cure. But I think it's not suitable for everyone because it's quite a hard thing. So the solution suitable for all attendees is just attend another convention as soon as possible.
So that's where we come in. We will actually show you one by one each of these amazing cons that are actually coming up soon enough. I will move.
Of course, My Little Pony convention, there are plenty of in Europe, and we'll take them in a chronological order or in alphabetical when they did not state it.
It's a chronological.
The date
it's a chronological.
Yet. Well, there are some conventions that did not state their date yet, so
we'll be guessing for them.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, let's first start with a convention that is actually starting just next month at the 27th and 28th September. It's a Konwent in Poland, as you can see, in Bytom. And it's a convention not just dedicated for the Polish bronies, but for international bronies as well. There will be panels, and for that reason, we'd like to invite here the representatives of the convention. So please welcome them on the stage.
Thank you guys for the invitation for convention, of course.
Guys.
Few words that I would say about the convention and about the convention, about the webpage, and sorry for not many info in English. The guy that is managing the WWDB is right now in hospital and he doesn't have much time to do it. Yeah, we hope it. We hope it. Sorry that I'm only speaking because Adrian doesn't speak English. He knows other languages, but he's shy. Okay. If you will be having any questions, Adrian is the main organizer in this year. We have elected him because this year's edition. My Little Convention was started in Krakow, the former. I lost the word. A former capital of Poland. We had two, so. And we, this year, we said to ourselves, the organizers of the convention, that let's just let other bronies in Poland organize it. We, as my foundation, our squad, and Lucas's foundation, he's upstairs, the Polish Bronies Foundation Counterlot, joined together, and we made the first and the second, and we said, let's just do it as one of the oldest Polish conventions Paul can do. Let other people do and help them if they need something. And basically, Adrian and his guys, the Silesia ponies, are young guys. They are learning, but we want them to do it by themselves. We oversee it. If they ask for help, we help them. We manage the technical stuff. They need
You're providing a guiding hand.
Yeah, guiding hand, but they say they need some stuff like TVs, consoles, and so we have our support, so it's a little bit They learn. They need to do it eventually, because not everybody lives forever. Yeah.
It's like an education.
Yeah,
the
education.
next generation.
That
That will follow in the footsteps.
Adrian is a little bit advanced. It's not his first convention. That's why he is the main organizer there. I'm basically the support. The guests and international things, the guests. This year's edition
that's one of the things I still do not understand. They actually invited me to my little convent as a guest.
Yeah.
You invited me!
Yeah, but you are famous, Perry.
Yeah. Yeah.
If part of the VIP ticket is that you can actually speak with James.
Not only speak with him, and so other things. If you have any questions, I will try to translate if Adrian needs anything, or I can say yes.
Do you have community guests coming?
Community guests. What do you mean by community guests?
People from the fandom, like artists?
Prince whatever. Przewalski ponies, that's the basic guys that are. We are speaking with other guys, but we had short time for organization, and Poland is a little bit different country than Germany or the Czech Republic. Who was in Poland, you know how we have a hard life. Most of us don't even get to earn any money to live on the sophisticated level, let's just say it that way. That's why the convention is so cheap. Because it's cheap. You cannot say it's fancy. I was hearing your talk about €5. For you, €5 is a change, a spare change. For us, €5 is 20 zlotych. It's half of the convention price. And if we raise the convention price higher, nobody would come.
Yeah,
Basically, in Poland, standard fee for the convention, as I go to many conventions in Poland, is around 10, €20 tops. €20 is for one of the biggest ones. So.
Yeah, I do have a question actually. Yeah. The program, will it be in English or in Polish?
I'm going to that. The program right now, most of the program points aren't translated as of yet. All of the contests that will be on the convention will be in English, so you can win prizes, everybody, of course. And the pre-elections we are trying to fight with, but young guys are shy to speak in English.
Yeah, I think it was the problem here too, but well, you will see. And this was kind of an experiment too.
One thing that I will say, you have three panel. We have 6 when we started to manage the program, and we know today that the guy is managing program. When we come back from here, he will be pissed for us too, because he is having almost ready program. Or at least six stages. So, and we are going to be doing him very uncomfortable situation, because he must change everything.
Yeah, I understand. So
it changes.
Yeah.
I noticed that when I was at Galacon last year, that you had the little program that is I don't know how to say it. Normal productions, panels, and so on. You had a lot of programs for guests. We don't have money for guests, but we had a lot of knowledge to share.
Yeah,
so
that's great.
It's the little different in Poland. Maybe.
And I think it's great that not every convention in every country in Europe is the same.
Yeah, I like it very much.
Do you have some last few words or last sentence which you want to invite people?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't prepare for this really.
Never mind.
I really want you to come. It will be very nice convention. It will be a lot of fun, and we had lots of years, 3 years back, and a lot of other conventions we made as a background for our conventions. It's a small convention in our eyes, and my foundations and Lucas foundations, because big conventions in Poland starts at 1,000 people or so. We think it's great here, but in Poland, when Lucas is organizing a meetup in Krakow, 300 people is it's a meetup, and oh wow, so less people. Wow, I like it. Smaller convention.
Great.
For us, Czequestria is smaller convention.
Yeah, I understand.
I understand, Daniel, that you thought it was the first edition.
Yeah.
It happens often
right.
because we don't advertise around the world. So
All right. great.
maybe our bad, but if you cannot provide a full English program, then it's a necessity. Okay.
Great.
Then,
So, yeah.
okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, and who's next?
Yeah.
All right, give it up for the Milde Konwent.
Great.
Alrighty. Next convention that is happening actually quite soon after the convent is Bronyscot. I would like to ask James, could you switch to the next step, please?
Yeah, Bronyscot.
Just the next step. Oh, mouse is next to your hand, on your right. There you go. There we go. Right, Bronyscot. It's obviously happening in Scotland, since Bronyscot. And it will be held at the Hilton Grosvenor Hüttl in the city of Edinburgh. The event will be taking place over the weekend of 11th and 12th October this year. And you can see the website is bronyscot.org.uk. They still sell tickets. They still get tickets for £45, the basic one, and for £99, the VIP ones. And they got some guests, music. Oh, come on.
Musicians.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh. Only one day? Okay. Oh, okay. There we go. If you can scroll a little bit. There we go. Please read. Okay, so just sticking with the 11th October. Okay, single full day event. Alrighty, I see. Still, they got guests. They got the industrial and sketchy sounds for the musicians to provide some tunes and to entertain you for the evening. Yep. And the Bronyscot as well, it's a prospective member of EPCU, so they've got some advice there, so they have a holding hand. So yeah, please give it up for Bronyscot.
All right, the next one.
It's your personal favorite.
Well, my personal favorite. It depends, but is she here? No. Good. Well, the next one is UK Ponycon. It's formerly known as International My Little Pony Convention, and it's an event held in the UK and celebrating Hasbro's toys. Yeah, since 1980. So since the beginning of the My Little Pony, this convention actually celebrates the ponies since the generation 1, and it's visited not just by bronies but also by collectors. So you can find there old old toys lines, collector stands. You can exchange your ponies with the others. From the information I do have, because I'm not sure if we have any visitors of UK Ponycon here. No, she's outside.
But still, the event takes place on 11th and 12th of October in Leicester, UK, and they got tickets starting at £15 for one-day pass, and the weekends for 25. Or if you got a family, it's up to 60. But yeah, if you really want to collect, if you are really a collector, we really recommend to go there, because this is the biggest event. This is it for the entire year, if you are collecting G1 special toys.
Yeah, that's right. This is much more than a standard Brony convention. It's more like focused on collecting. They have a cosplay competition, they have a parties, but it's not a typical Brony convention. It's more focused on the toys itself. It's a quite small one. So if you go there, do not expect the convention atmosphere the same as, for example, here or at the Galacon, Bug, Bronydays, other stuff. It's a little bit different, but it's still quite nice, and when I saw the pictures and videos, I think I really like it too. It's different, but I like it.
Yay! So please give it up for UK Ponycon. Next one, actually I would like to ask, do we have any representative from Lunafest? Because I think I met somebody from Lunafest today. I'm a visitor.
I'm only volunteer.
Okay, never mind. We'll just go with the material we've got. In that case, James, could you please switch to the next up?
All right.
Thank you. Yay. Yeah, Lunafest. Look at the website. It's just a website. Yeah, Lunafest has really ambitious event. It's been running for quite a while, and it's a really it's more event of a music festival. It's been in 2012 and 2013, and they had really some wicked parties. So if you want to enjoy some music, grab some swag or goodies, and chat with your fellow bronies, or just spontaneously sing some songs, this is definitely the place to be. It's taking place on 25th of October. 15 November.
Oh.
Ooh.
Change the date because of
Oh,
Come on. I made this like 2 weeks ago. Is everybody changing their date now?
what's the current date? 1 October?
Well, this is a fresh loaded website, so I will take that it's 15th of November.
That's the current date. Okay.
Damn. Well, in that case, I can attend because on 25th of October there is actually transmission in Prague. But
15.
you know, the original date was 25, and it collided with some other events. But anyhow, it's in Hamburg, Germany, where actually Perry has voiced she is. So if you want to visit her, go to her for a signature for your Fanta bottle.
I have a vendor table. I have a vendor table.
Oh, she has a vendor table there. Okay, so if you are fond of her hats, you can buy some hats from her.
Yeah.
If you're especially Team Fortress 2 fan, so yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Fortress cosplay. Don't tempt me.
Oh.
Challenge
One more-
accepted.
One more reason for the hats, right?
And yeah, they still got tickets available. They are starting at 35 euros. And well, from the information I have here, they do include all you can eat and drink, which is kind of awesome. I think that's still actual information, hopefully.
Yeah, we can check the web pages.
Yeah, just the tickets. The third one,
Tickets.
yay.
Let's see if there are still tickets. Oh my.
Oh, it's the internet. It's not the website, it's my internet. Almost, James. Close enough? No,
Yeah.
go forward. It will reload. No, yes. You see, it works.
Oh, it's actually working. Great.
Yay. Yeah, as you can see, it's 35 euros to get in, and you can eat what you want and drink what you want, as long as you can survive and not feel really sick.
There's also different sponsor levels.
Oh yeah, well,
Yeah.
it's right there.
They have 6 different tiers of tickets. I can magnify it for you.
If you're a person who spends £1,000 for a plushie in a charity auction, then you can definitely go for tier 6 generosity.
How much is that?
250 euros.
Yeah, 250.
Yeah.
Yep, thank you. But yeah, this is actually for all the conventions happening this year that actually I know of, as long as my information is actual, which I hope so.
Then there will be Christmas.
Oh,
Could that be considered as a national convention? Well, no.
do we really want to make it as a Christmas? Well,
No.
in Czech Republic we have an annual Christmas convention, meetup, I don't know how to call it. It's a one-day event, it's a whole-day event, and last year we tried to have it in English, but then we fell back on Czech language because we got confused and we were bad on stage and it was just horrible.
Well, I think it was enough convention for this year anyway. There were a lot of them. All right. Oh.
We may get Depression Con as well, so we'll just make another one.
Great.
But alrighty, let's move to the year 2015.
Yep.
And starting with the year 2015 is the Heartwarming Convention. So I'd like to welcome the PR manager for Heartwarming Convention on stage. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Moonchun. I'm from Heartwarming Convention. Hi. We'll be in Holland in February, the 20th and 21st. And we'll have ponies. No way, ponies. Ooh. I know, right?
Spoilers.
Yes, I know. Though we're not only for bronies, we're also for all generations. Like, could you let me click it?
Yep.
Like it's been sliding all the way back and forth. Yeah. So it's all for all generations. So it's not just generation 4. People from all generations will be coming. So there's also be a few collectors between you guys, not just only bronies. We got a few community guests, though I cannot announce them yet. I'm not allowed to. Sorry. But they're awesome, and I can guarantee you will like them.
Will there be you?
Yes, I will be there. Yes. You can greet me there. If you're there, you can say hi to me. I love it. Please do. Ask for autographs. I love it.
So which bottles will you be signing?
Which balls? Yeah. Depends which I get. There'll be DDR, there'll be games, panels, music, cosplay contests, basically everything every other convention has. We'll be in Hoofddorp. Sorry. We'll be in Hoofddorp, which is right next to Amsterdam, which is in the north of Holland. And it's quite easy to get there by plane, by train, and by bus. So you can easily visit us. It's not that hard. But if you have any questions, you can always email us about that. We will be glad to help you. Yeah.
I saw that you have like day tickets, but for combined tickets for like both days was grayed out. Does that mean there's not any of them available anymore?
Yeah, we got Heartwarming Day and Heartwarming Eve, and Heartwarming Eve unfortunately already sold out. That's mostly an expensive dinner with all these other extras, games and stuff. But yeah, unfortunately that sold out. We're already full for that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
So like the main convention, like the convention itself is still available?
Yeah, you can still visit the convention itself. But that will be just one day, unfortunately.
So it's 2 separate events, different days?
Yeah.
Convention and 1 day of like the evening.
Well, they're both part of the convention, but on the Friday, the Heartwarming Eve is a special part. It's kind of like a party, but with a nice dinner.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Saturday is the main day.
Yeah, Saturday's the main day. And behind you.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. The date, the 20th, 21st of February. Next year, yes.
Next year.
2025.
Yeah, and I see that you have also 16 friendship kindling tickets.
Yeah, friendship kindling. Basically extras. You get a hoodie. You get all this awesome stuff. Yes. You should buy it. You should buy it. Buy it now. Like, do you have any of that so people can buy tickets here? Or no. No. So you don't go in to buy tickets. Go home and buy a ticket now. Just go out the door. They're going. Any other questions?
Okay.
No? Such a quiet audience. Love it.
you explained everything so well already.
Yay. Good for me.
And we'll be looking forward to other information about the guests and other stuff.
Yeah, just follow Twitter, follow Facebook. We'll keep you updated.
Great.
Will the convention also be in English?
Yeah, we'll be fully in English.
Awesome.
There'll be mostly
Great.
Dutch people, so expect people talking Dutch, but everybody, or almost everybody, speaks English, so it's not a problem. And we'll always be in English towards you and stuff like this when I'm talking to you.
Full English breakfast.
Yes. You call that continental.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Please give it up for Heartwarming Con and its representative. All righty.
Wow.
Yep.
It's just great to know that there are a lot of conventions all across Europe and you can speak on all of them just by one language.
Yep. It's also great to know that my vacation days are all gone again. Right, next
like
in
this year.
2015, we would like to welcome guys from the Bronyfair on stage. Yay!
Yay. Welcome.
Thank you. So I just got some notes. So, Bronyfair will be taking place on the 11th and 12th of April next year. It's organized by the Bronies Association Berlin and Ostwestfalen, which is like Western Germany and Berlin together. The ticket price isn't counted out yet because we have some guests. We already know they're coming, but we want as many people to come as possible, so it's around 50 euros. There will be extra tickets like with goodies and stuff, so but it will be around at 50 euros. We're at that at the moment, like at planning. It will take place in the Fontana House Berlin, which can hold up to maximum how many people?
There's another convention organizing their event in that venue, and they have 7,000 people. Yeah. But, so a lot of people can fit in there, but we score for less than 7,000 people.
Right. We do this.
Yeah. Okay.
That's even better.
Actually, we're scoring like for 500 people at least.
Yeah.
I think that's
That
a
sounds
good
good.
number for conference.
So it's what?
You broke it. Oh. Did you try to turn it off?
Well, anyhow, I just continue. You can reach it by tube or bus. It's just in central Berlin, so basically it's near Airport Tegel, which is the biggest airport in Berlin, because the airport in Berlin isn't finished yet, as you know. Like the new one.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. The topic of that whole thing is we want to bring Czequestria to you. We want to invest quite a lot of money in decoration itself. It might be more expensive, the decoration itself, as the venue, like, because we want to make it as realistic for you as possible. We want to have some stages.
When you enter the venue, you should get the feeling of, wow, I'm in Czequestria.
I'm a pony.
I'm a pony. Where's everybody?
We have some guests already said that they're coming. Coming will be Saber Spark, AC Race Best, JB, Micro Thunder, and probably our actual voice actors at the moment.
Yeah, and the voice actors for our promotion video.
And I'm not going to tell you who they are. You will hear it if the promotion video is out. Should come out soon.
1 month.
You broke it again?
No, it's working.
All right. We will have some competitions and activities. Like we want to do an Iron Pony competition, which means you're having games. You get like a stamp card, and it will be quite interesting because you can win prizes there. We try to get like some stuff from the show, like you know the episode 4 Weather Friends and stuff. So, yeah. And
we will also have a lot of panels, and with a friend of mine we did. Nein!
Was los?
Ich hab keine Ahnung. We did the panelist, and then we saw that we have actually too many panels, and we stretched on one day to 9 p.m. and it's too many.
It was like I saw the panelists. It was like too many panels, like you couldn't attend to all of them, so we had to actually cancel some, but it's looking very good, and you will have enough time to be at the competition and see the panels, but it's gonna be a hard day, so yeah, if they finish, we're gonna have a big party. So basically we know some partying because of the love muffin we planned, the first one. The second one coming up on 20th of September, where you're also invited. Like it's a big brony party in Berlin in the Pulsar Club. It's last year it had about 100 to 150 visitors. We want to get more this year, so buy tickets. And yeah, we're gonna have a very big party in that thing because we have a good technician who has quite a system, because how's the anime convention called again?
Animako?
Yeah, he's doing Animako, and they have quite big parties too. So that's all I can tell you now. The website isn't up because we have some problems with our web designer, but yeah, if you'd like to look it up sometimes, and someday you will see on this Facebook page, you have to like it, yeah? You will see and Twitter, you will see the website is on, and then book tickets go on. We would love to see you there, and it's going to be a massive weekend in Czequestria.
All right, thank you so much.
No. Oh, there we go. Well,
Right.
right, your next convention is, well, it already happened before, and now they are aiming for 2015, the Bronydays in France in 2013. Oh yeah, we can give it up for them. Who was here at the Bronydays? Who was here at Bronydays in 2013? Okay, that's well, it's pretty decent considering we are in Czech.
So we have to tell everyone what happened there.
No.
Why not?
Oh, you mean that? Okay, that's okay. I thought something different.
Wow.
There happened a lot.
All right, I will. Well, no. Yeah, I think it's actually a good idea to leave it on Perry herself. That she will never have. She will never run out of Fanta.
Oh. Yeah, Bronydays was special. There was, apart from the poor Perry receiving like 25 bottles of a 2-liter Fantas, and we just basically covered her in a fortress of Fanta. There was as well one guy called Emma Larsson, and basically it was that moment where he ruined our lives and made us do this convention stuff. So yeah.
Just a short question. Who in the audience doesn't know who's M.A. Larson? So every pony knows.
Yay.
Great, Michal, yeah.
Thank you.
Well, I blame M.A. Larson, right.
Yeah, I blame him too. But yeah, Bronydays 2015, I'm not sure about the location. Well, they show Paris, France, so I guess it'll be in Paris again. The date is unclear, but I think I heard a snippet about the spring.
Actually, they don't know where they're going to be yet.
Oh, they don't know, okay.
We're working on it.
Yeah.
This is the preferred option for it because it's easy to get to, but
Right.
we're currently working out different options.
Okay.
Yeah, and the last.
Yeah, Perry knows everything, you see?
Yeah, great.
Yeah, she can have her own QA panel.
But as we know from the information from the organizers that were attending Galacon and Crystal Fair, they are still working on it, and they definitely want to do it next year.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's for the Bronydays. So hopefully we'll see you guys.
Just one final note. They might. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, it's just. It's just one remark. I think we said it already many times. But in Bronydays last year, that was actually the beginning of the Czequestria. Because, as I said before, we blame M.A. Larson for Czequestria. We promised him to do the convention in Prague. So yeah, the history of Czequestria was started at Bronydays.
Yes, invite him next year.
Yeah, he invited himself actually. Yeah. We met at the Galacon and he said, "Well, hello guys. When will be the convention in Prague?" Well, yeah, at the end of the August. Oh, this year? Right. Oh, I don't have a time. Well, maybe next year. Yeah, I'll be totally there. So, yeah. Maybe it's a like sneak peek or spoilers next for next year Czequestria. By the words of Dave Polsky, maybe M.A. Larson.
Yep. So let's give it up for Bronydays, please. Yeah, the next one is EUM. It's made by the crazy Swiss bronies that keep invading Galacon and buying everything and leaving nothing to anybody else. It's ridiculous. We want some of the roll-ups too, you know. But not for like...
But it's so old that
Yeah, it is outdated. I could not actually find the new one. But yeah, they are...
Anything again next year then?
Well, they did actually write that they want to move to the next year.
organizer from somewhere. That's a new organizer.
Yeah. I think they wrote it on Eurobronies forum. I think I've seen it on the Eurobronies forum post about moving on to 2015. Because this year they couldn't, they had some venue issues, thingies.
Venues are tough.
Yep.
The first had it for free, and then suddenly,
Happens, yeah. I mean, if we lost like venue like that, I don't know what we would do. Probably more gray hair. I don't like gray hair. But yeah, let's move to the next one, and I don't think we have it there. Okay, yeah. Okay, I would like to invite actually Perry as a representative of Galacon on the stage, because she has some words to tell about the Galacon too. So please welcome Perry on stage.
Can we see our website? I mean, it's outdated by this point, but it's still a nice website.
Yeah,
it's very pretty. It's full of pixel ponies. So, who was at Galacon this year? Woo! Awesome. Many familiar faces. Well, the current state of Galacon is we're currently still looking into different options. One of the main points we have to keep in mind for next year is that our venue has renovation works during summer next year. So if we're doing Galacon, we want to stay there because it's a very good convention area. It has all the space we need, it's affordable. Finding a venue is hard. Everyone who's doing conventions or meetups here knows that. Venues are ridiculously tough to get. There's always some kind of catch that makes it impossible. Look at Buck. The Bridgewater Hall gave them endless trouble with everything and was too expensive to stay. And the rents in Manchester are just so high in general. So it's hard to make venues work. That's why we're looking at different options at the moment, but we're thinking, depending on what we do next year, it won't be in summer again, it will likely be in fall. But this is just, like I said, just planning. I can't tell you any specifics right now. But what I can tell you is I can talk about the EPCU some more. It's been mentioned a few times throughout. The EPCU is kind of a collective. It's kind of like, basically like a merry band of European conventions. We figured at some point we want to help out each other better. We just don't want to be competition, because we noticed the American convention circuit is huge. Have you noticed how many conventions happen in the US? It's ridiculous. If you ever look at like Equestria Daily or something, or Derpy News, and you see, oh, this is an announcement, this is an announcement, there's a convention, there's like at least one convention in almost every state. Some of them, like Texas, even had 2 or 3. And you think at some point, are these people not kind of like getting in trouble with each other? Look at all these conventions, and most of them are USA. That's ridiculous. It's great that there's so much activity and the community is huge, but you see at some point, you can imagine they're going to run in trouble with each other. Like they have scheduling problems, or the guests can't decide. You know, all the voice actors can only go to so many conventions. So we wanted to make sure that the European conventions can help out each other to avoid scheduling issues, to provide good experiences for everyone, and to exchange experience. That's why for the bigger conventions in Europe, we have the EPCU. Conventions can apply to become members. It's recommended that they've already run a successful event, so we know they're legitimate. They're not just a scam, not a Las Pegasus Unicorn, basically. Nobody wants that again, ever. So, but we were not like an elite club of, oh, only EPCU conventions are good. It's just an additional help for convention organizers and attendees to know, hey, we can help out each other and we can have confidence in each other. So if you see the EPCO logo on a website, you can know, oh, okay, this is part of the convention group in Europe that helps out each other. That's basically it. It's an additional thing for you to know, to make sure, hey, these conventions talk to each other. They don't try to do their own thing and run into trouble without telling anyone. So it's an additional help, basically. If you have any questions about Galacon or the EPCU, you can also ask me.
I would like to say one thing to defend Americans. They're living in a big country, yeah?
Oh yeah, of course.
Most of European conventions, we get put out as EPCU, we are the part of it also. You probably know.
Not yet, no. We haven't talked about it yet, basically.
We are on the forum. We are on the forum.
Okay.
And we are on the EPCU. But Lucas, the guy that is upstairs, the last year he had some problems.
We can always talk about it. That's what they're there for.
Yeah, but I'm also on the forum, but I don't have time to post. And most of all, I don't like forums.
That's okay. It's not everyone's thing.
I can read them, but I don't like to post on it. No, never mind. That's the one thing that defends them. Probably they have the same collection as we are in Europe.
That's the thing. We also speak a lot with American organizers. I'm not saying anything they're doing is wrong. Like, it's not like, oh my God, they're all terrible and Europe is better. No, Europe is not mainly better. I've been to American conventions. They're huge fun. But because it's such a huge country, it's a different culture there. The conventions, it's impossible for all these conventions. They're all so different, and there's so many of them. There's just no way for them to communicate effectively on more than a casual level. There are Skype groups where we talk to each other and such internationally, but that's about it, because they all have to do their own thing. They can't just wait for everyone else to speak to them. That's why we want to make use, though, of the unique culture in Europe. We're all rather tight-knit. You just drive a few hours and you're in a different country with a different language and everything. We want to bring that together. We don't want to be separated by the culture or the language barriers. We know we're smaller than America. It's a different culture, but we want to make it a positive thing that works for us.
Would it be possible that we could have talk afterwards regarding EPCU?
Certainly. Well, of course, since I'm not the only person speaking for it, we have BAC is also the main part of it, Bronydays, the other conventions. But new appliance are always welcome. But like I said, it's preferred. It's preferred at least that we have people who already put one convention together. Like Crystal Fair was an exception. We accepted them first, but that was because they took like 2 years to prepare the convention and spoke to us very early on. So it was like, okay, you're taking this much time. For now, we're willing to give you a membership, but it was more like a symbolic thing because they were talking to us so much anyway. But having a first-year convention done is important. It's not so like I said, it's not an elite thing like, oh, we're better than you. It's really just because we created the EPCU in response to the Las Pegasus Unicon disaster. So it's more just caution, really. That's all. Because there's lots of people who are like, yeah, I want to make a convention. I have no money, no venue, no staff, but I want to do it anyway. And so that it happens. Sadly, it happens. And it's like enthusiasm is good, but it only gets you so far. So that's what we want to avoid. That's all.
And
more questions? Did I see another question over there?
What is going about if you want to continue Galacon? You need that all of us to take this as staff.
Well, they are all welcome to volunteer. I mean, seriously, that's one of the main things that keep conventions going, by volunteers. So it's always hard to find them because it's a thankless job. We do our best to make it worthwhile for people. Like, you know, we had an autograph signing session just for volunteers this year, for all volunteers, as a thank you to them. But it's still work. You still watch hours, enjoy the convention while you're running around doing stuff. So everyone who ever volunteers at something can be proud of themselves for helping something come together. So if all the Czech bronies want to be volunteers or help out as staff, of course they're welcome, but I can imagine most of them prefer to goof off and make our lives a little bit more troublesome. But now I can be here and do the same to you, so it's all fair. It's all fair. But yeah, basically Galacon is still a thing that's happening, but we don't know in which shape or form next year. But it's not like we're like, nope, we're done. I really think something will be on, but it might be in fall, it might be a different event. We don't know yet, but it's going to happen. And I'm really happy about everyone who made the past 3 years of Galacon possible and so much fun. I wouldn't be standing here being like, oh my gosh, Galacon, if it hadn't been a fantastic time. So thank you all for being there, for contributing, for being interested. Thank you.
All right, can I have one small question?
Yes.
Actually, if you try to compare the first Galacon and the first Czequestria.
Oh, there's so many differences. But there's a bunch of things where I'm like, damn it, why did you have this idea? And we didn't. It's just that kind of, I'm not jealous actually, but it's just that kind of like little worker pride where you're like, damn it. Why wasn't that my idea? But it's different. I mean, the first Galacon was bigger. I think we had about 400 attendees. It was in a hostel, so it was very different in terms of like atmosphere because people had their rooms right there. You could get food right there, but it was also the stage was small. This is kind of classy. This is cool. We had like a movable stage, just like a really tiny thing that we put together. Really like kind of like hacked together basically. and the seating was just, it was more like these chairs, not like that. So it didn't have the same kind of class and style. It worked out, but our vendors area was like much smaller. We had like 5 vendors because most Germans were kind of skeptical about Galacon, so all the people didn't want to invest their money to be vendors, which is understandable. It meant we had like 5 people there, and the vendors room was sold out in an hour or something, because everyone wanted to buy something, but the vendors only had so much stock. And the companies, like the licensors in Germany, didn't help us out. The only licensor that was there was Edel Records, who do the German DVDs, which also have the English dub on them because of the Bronies. But they were the only ones who were like, hey, this is a cool fandom. They actually buy our stuff. We want to have a booth there. Now we have like companies talking to us. They don't give us money, but they're like, here, here's donations for your raffles, or can you promote our stuff and we give you something for the auction. They participate happily. But of course that doesn't happen in the first year convention. But here I saw like this huge stack of pony magazines and stuff. That was great. I'm like, wow, that was a pile of stuff I would have loved to have the first year. It's like, you're so lucky, you get all these great things. I have a Generation 3.5 necklace now. It's awesome. In a really weird way, it's awesome.
Actually, it's a good reminder. We received, it was 2 or 3 days ago, 2 huge boxes with the magazines of My Little Pony, and we received,
all in Czech.
Yeah, all in Czech. But there are also attachments in those magazines.
They're like toys and gifts.
Yeah, like toys and gifts, and also some, I think, blind bag figurines. Like they are there, and yeah, bigger ones. You
have to be really lucky. There are only a few of them.
Yeah, and we have 2 boxes of those that we received for free, and it will be our first cure for the DepCon. They will be available for everyone for free in room 23. So after this panel,
get your magazines.
Yeah, take those magazines. Take them if you really want them. Just you know,
if it's just
don't
as a
take
little
all
novelty.
of them.
It's like, and if it's just as a little novelty, I think it's hilarious. I don't understand a single word, but I can totally look at Czech Generation 3.5. That's like, if that's not unique, I don't know what is.
Well, Czech Generation 3.5. I hope they did not make any voice acting in Czech dubbing. Because that would be something like hell for the Brodies.
Well, they did in German, so.
All right.
But yeah, if there's any more questions about Galacon, I'll gladly answer them. But if not, then, you go ahead.
Can I have Bizam?
Yes. Wonder Bizam. Bizam!
Bizam!
There you go. I think now I'm done.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you
very much for your time.
Yeah, applause for Perry. All right, I think this is all for this panel.
Yep, there we have it. There is plenty of places to go to. Oh, there's a question. Okay.
Next year, Czequestria 2015, will our VIP guest be our Lord and Savior? He must be.
Banned.
Yes, I take care of it.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll see how it goes. I mean, I still have some hair which is not grey, so we will see how it goes. Soon.
There won't be a Czequestria 2015, right?
Oh, well, we will talk about it at the closing ceremony, right?
There has to be.
Damn you! Ruining my life. Yeah, all right. Just wait for the ending ceremony, and we'll see what we can do about that.
Yeah.
So yeah,
thank you all
cheers.
so much.
Thanks for attention, and we'll see you in.